Hi student, today in this session I am going to show you how to solve word problem of subtraction, which is given in exercise 3. So look here and listen carefully. Also observe how to solve word problem of subtraction. So we will see first word problem. Okay? So look here. My school library has 8,735 books. Out of these, 2,731 are in Hindi and the remaining are in English. How many books are there in English? What I told now? Whenever you are going to solve any word problem, you have to read it carefully. Means you first understand what is given in that word problem and what you have to find. Once you understand, then you can solve that word problem easily. And that also you have to know which operation we have to use here. So this example is based on subtraction. So definitely you will use subtraction operation. But whenever in exam any word problem is given to you, you first read that word problem carefully and understand what is given, what you have to find and which operation you have to use there. Okay? So obviously this example of subtraction. Now we will see what is given in that word problem and what you have to find. Okay? So look here. My school library has 8,735 books. Means in this word problem, total books are given. Total books are given. How many total books are given in library is given. Also, what is given? Out of this, 2,731 are in Hindi. From these 8,735 Hindi books, how many are there? 2,731. And you have to find out remaining books are of English. So you have to find out how many English books are there in library. Okay? So now we will see how to solve that word problem. So look here, solution. So now just write it. What is given in that? Total books and Hindi books are given. And what you have to find? Number of English books in library. So look here. So this example of 4 digits. So we have to make here 4 columns, which I made here. Ones, 10, 100 and 1000. Next, you have to write here left side of that place values are given. Okay. So total books. How many total books given here? 8,735. Out of this, how many Hindi books are there? Hindi books 2,731. And what you have to find? Number of English books. So here we have to subtract number of Hindi books from total number of books. So here I have written subtract 2,731 from 8,735. Okay. So here I arrange given numbers in place value chart. Next we have to subtract. We have to start from ones, then tens, then hundreds and finally 1000. So we will first subtract here ones. Look here. Here we have to subtract 1 from 5. 5 minus 1, 4. 4 ones. So 4 write in ones place. Next, then we have to subtract tens. So subtract 3 tens from 3 tens. 3 minus 3, 0. So 0 write in tens form. Next, subtract hundreds. Correct? So we have to subtract 7 7 hundreds. 7 hundreds minus 7 hundreds, 0. So 0 writing 100. And finally subtract thousands. So subtract 2000s from 8000s. 8 minus 2, 6. So 6 writing thousands. So we got here our answer. This answer means number of English books. So English books, how many are there in library? 6004. See, total books are 8735. Hindi books are 2731. And remaining are English books. So number of English books are 6004. And how to get that? By subtracting Hindi books from total books. So there are 6004 books in English. In this way, we solve this word problem. Understood? First we write total books, Hindi books. We arrange those numbers in place value chart, and by subtracting we got number of English books. And finally we wrote our answer here. There are 6004 books in English. Understood how to solve this word problem? Next word problem from exercise 3. Look here. ABC Motors sells a total of 3,882 Fiat and Honda cars in a year. Total number of cars of Fiat and Honda. How many? 3,882. If the number of Fiat cars sold is 1,795, find the number of Honda cars that were sold. Look here and listen carefully. In this example, given total number of cars of Fiat and Honda. Yearly they sold 3,882. From that, number of Fiat cars sold in a year is 1,795. And you have to find out here number of Honda cars that were sold in a year. Understood what is given and what you have to find? Total number of cars and number of Fiat cars given, and you have to find out number of Honda cars. Okay, now we will see how to solve. So look here, solution. So these are 4 digits. So as I was told, we made here 4 columns: ones, tens, hundred and thousand. Next, we have to write given left side. So what is given? Total number of cars. How many are there? 3,882. Also, what is given? Fiat cars. Number of Fiat cars. 1,795. And what you have to find? The number of Honda cars that were sold. Okay, we have to find out Honda cars. Okay, so here we have to subtract 1,795 from 3,882. Now we will subtract first ones. So look here. Here 2 ones are less than 5 ones. So we have to regroup here. So in first session I have shown how to regroup. For regroup means what we have to do here? We have to borrow 1 tenth from 8 tenths. So 8 minus 1, 7 tenths. So here remain 7. And 2 ones become 12. Means 8 tenths. 7 tens and 12 ones. Means here we borrow 1 10 from 8 tens. So here 8 minus 1 remains 7 tens and here 2 ones become 12 ones. Now we can subtract ones. So here we subtract 5 ones from 12 ones. 12 ones minus 5 ones, we got 7 ones. So 7 writing 1 plus. Next we have to subtract tens. But here also 7 tens are less than 9 tens. So here also we have to read by borrowing 100 from 800s. 8 minus 1, 700. So 7 writing. Yeah. And here 7 tens become 70 tens. Means 8 hundreds we regroup into 700s and 70 tens. Now we can subtract tens. So subtract 9 tens from 17 tens. 17 tens minus 9 tens remain 8 tens. So 8 writing tens plus. Next subtract hundreds. Now here subtract 700s from 700s. 700 minus 700, 0. And finally subtract thousands. Subtract 1000 from 3000s. 3 minus 1, 2000. In this way, we subtract first ones, then tens, then hundreds, and finally thousands. And we got here number of Honda cars 2087. So finally, how to write that answer? The number of Honda cars that were sold. How many are there? 2087. So that is our answer. We subtract here Fiat cars from total number of cars. We get number of Honda cars. This is subtract 1795 from 3882. We got number of total cars. Honda cars 2087, and that is our answer. Now we will solve next word problem of exercise 3. So look here. First we will read it carefully. That word problem. A bakery sells fruit buns. Out of 2500 buns baked, 972 buns have been sold already. How many buns are left to be sold? If you read that word problem carefully, then you understand that here total number of buns baked is given, and from that 2500 buns, 972 buns have been sold, and you have to find out here how many buns are left to be sold. Understood? What is given? Total number of buns baked. Also 972 buns have been sold, and what you have to find? Left buns to be sold in a bakery. Understood? Now we will solve that example. So look here. First we made here 4 columns: ones, tens, hundreds, and thousands. Next we have to write given here. So what given here? Total number of buns. How many? 2500. Also what is given? Sold buns. How many? 970. And what you have to find? Left buns. Okay. So now we will solve that word problem. First we have to subtract ones. But here if you observe, since we do not have enough ones and tens, so we have to read. Means here we have to borrow 100 from 500s. So 500s we borrow 100. So remain 5 minus 1, 4. And here 0 become 10 tens. 0 become 10 tens. Now we can borrow from tens because we have not enough tens. Now from 10 tens we borrow 1 10. 10 minus 1, 9. And here 0 become 10 ones. Understood how to regroup? Here we do not have enough ones and tens, so we regroup. Means here we borrow 100 from 400, 500s. So 5 minus 1, 4. So here 4 we write, and here 0 becomes 10 tens. Again we borrow 1 10 from 10 tens. So here remain 9 tens. Here 0 become 10 ones. In this way 500s regroup into 400s 10 tens, and 10 tens regroup into 9 tens and 10 ones. Now we can subtract ones. So here we subtract 2 ones from 10 ones. 10 minus 2, 8. So 8 writing ones place. Next, subtract tens. So subtract 7 tens from 9 tens. 9 tens minus 7 tens remain 2 tens. So 2 writing tens. Next, subtract hundreds. Now here 400s are less than 900s. So here again we have to regroup. Means we have to borrow 1000 from 2000s. So 2 minus 1, 1. And here 400s become 1400s. How to regroup 2000s? 2000s regroup into 1000 and 1400s. Now we subtract 900s from 1400s. 1400s minus 900s remain 500s. So 5 writing 100 and 1000 as it is writing 1000. In this way we subtract ones, tens, hundreds and thousands. And here we got answer, means left ones, number of left ones which have been sold 1528. How to get that answer? By subtracting 972 from 2500. We get here answer 1528. Means here we subtract sold ones from total number of ones, we get left ones. So what is your answer? 1520 ones are left to be sold. Understood everyone? How to solve this example problem of exercise 3. Look here. Rachit scored 1897 runs in a year, while Rama scored 1290 runs. Who scored more runs and how many? See, read that word problem carefully and try to understand it. What is given, what you have to find. Listen again and read it carefully. Rachit scored 1897 runs in a year, while Raman scored 1298 runs. Then who scored more runs and by how many? Means here you have to find out from this both player who runs more and by how many. So here greater number. So we have to compare these both the numbers. Okay. So now if you observe these two numbers, so you have to check. First is leftmost digit, means 1000 digit. 1000 digit of first number is 1 and second number also 1, means both are same. So we have to compare its 100 digit. 100 digit of first number is 8 and second number is 2. 8 is greater than 2. So 1897 is greater than 1298. 1897. Who scored that runs? Rajit. Means Rajit scored more runs than Rama. Now we have to find out by how many it is scored more. So for that we have to subtract 1298 from 1897. So now let's see its solution. So look here. Here for solution we make here 4 columns. Ones, tens, 100 and 1000. Next we have to write here given. What has given to us? Rajit scored runs. How many? 1897. And Raman scored runs. How many? 1298. And what you have to find? Who scored more runs? So now we just see who scored more runs. Rajit scored more runs. But what we have to find? By how many he scored more runs. So for that we subtract here 1298 from 1897. So here first now we subtract ones. So here 7 ones are less than 8 ones. So here we have to regroup. So how to regroup? By borrowing 1 tenth from 9 tenths. 9 minus 1, 8. And here 7 ones become 17 ones. 7 ones become 17 ones. In this way we regroup 9 tenths into 8 tenths and 17 ones. Now we can subtract ones. Subtract 8 ones from 17 ones. 17 ones minus 8 ones remain 9 ones. 9 writing ones place. Now subtract tens. But here 8 tens are less than 9 tens. So again here we have to regroup. How to regroup? By borrowing 100 from 8 hundreds. 8 minus 1, 7. So and here 8 tens become 18 tens. So how to regroup 8 hundreds into 7 hundreds? 18 tens. Now subtract tens. 9 tens from 18 tens. 18 minus 9, 9. So 9 writing tens place. Now next subtract hundreds. Now here subtract 2 hundreds from 7 hundreds. 700 minus 2 hundreds remain 5 hundreds. So 5 writing 100 place. And finally subtract 1000. Subtract 1000 from 1000 remain 0. Understood how to subtract? We subtract first ones, then tens, then 100 and finally 1000 by regrouping, means by borrowing. So we get 599. And this is our answer. What is our answer? Now we find out who scored more runs. Rajit scored more runs. By how many? By 599. So what will be the answer? Rajit scored more runs by 599. Understood? Raji scored more runs by 599. Understood how to solve it? Next word problem. What should be subtracted from 3885 to get 1738? Read it again. What should be subtracted from 3885 to get 1738? Means here we have to subtract 1738 from 3885 to get that number. Understood? So let's see its solution. Look here. So here we subtract 1738 from 3885. Here we make 4 columns and we arrange those numbers in column. Now we subtract first ones. So look here. Here 5 ones are less than 8 ones. So we have to read. So here we borrow 1 tenth from 8 tenths. 8 minus 1 remain 7. And here 5 ones become 15 ones. Okay. Now we can subtract 8 ones from 15 ones. 15 ones minus 8 ones remain 7 ones. So 7 writing ones. Next, subtract tens. Subtract 3 tens from 7 tens. 7 minus 3, 4 tens. So 4 writing tens. Now, next, subtract hundreds. Subtract 7 hundreds from 8 hundreds. 8 hundreds minus 7 hundreds remain 100. 1 writing hundreds. And finally, subtract thousands. Subtract 1000 from 3000s. 3000s minus 1000 remain 2000s. 2 writing thousands. Look here again. We subtract first ones, then subtract tens, then subtract 100, and finally subtract 1000 by borrowing. And here we get answer 2147. So finally, what will be our answer? 2147 should be subtracted from 3885 to get 1738. Listen again. By subtracting 1738 from 3885, we get answer 2147. That is our answer. 2147 should be subtracted from 3885 to get 1738. Understood how to solve this fifth example? Fifth word problem. Last word problem of exercise 3. First we read it carefully. So you listen. Pinky purchased books and clothes for rupees 2754. She gave the shopkeeper rupees 3000. How much money did she get back? Pinky went for shopping. She purchased books and clothes for rupees 2754. She gave shopkeeper 3000. Then how much money did she get back? Here how much money she spent and how much money she gave to shopkeeper. That is given, and what you have to find out, how much money she get back. So let's see its solution. Look here. Here we make 4 columns: ones, tens, hundred and thousand. So what is given? Total money she gave to shopkeeper. How much money she gave to shopkeeper? Rupees 3,000. And how much money she spent on books and clothes? Rupees 2,754. And how much money she get back? To find it, we have to subtract 2,754 from 3,000. So first we subtract ones, then tens, then hundred, and finally thousand. So look here, first we subtract ones. If you observe, then you understand that here we do not have enough ones, tens and hundred. So here we have to regroup. Means we have to borrow 1,000 from 3,000. So we borrow 1,000 from 3,000. 3 minus 1, 2. And 0 become 10 hundreds. How to regroup 3,000? 2,000s and 10 hundreds. Now again we borrow 100 from 10 hundreds. 10 minus 1, 9. And here 0 become 10 tens. So 10 hundreds. How to regroup? 9 hundreds and 10 tens. Now we borrow 1 10 from 10 tens. 10 minus 1, 9. And here 0 become 10 ones. Here 0 become 10 ones. In this way, by borrowing, we regroup. 3,000s regroup into 2,000s, 10 hundreds. 10 hundreds regroup into 900s and 10 tens. And 10 tens regroup into 9 tens and 10 ones. Now we have enough ones, tens, hundred and thousands. Now first we subtract ones. Now subtract 4 ones from 10 ones. 10 minus 4, 6 ones. So 6 writing ones. Now subtract tens. Subtract 5 tens from 9 tens. 9 tens minus 5 tens remain 4 tens. 4 writing tens. Next subtract hundreds. Subtract 7 hundreds from 9 hundreds. 9 hundreds minus 7 hundreds remain 2 hundreds. 2 writing hundreds. And finally subtract thousand. Subtract 2,000s from 2,000s. 2,000s minus 2,000s, 0. So 0 writing thousands. In this way, by subtracting 2,754 from 3,000, we get answer 246. That is our answer. Means here, what will be our answer? She got back money. How much? Rupees 246. This is our answer. She got back money rupees 246. How to get that answer? By subtracting 2,754 from 3,000, we got answer here 246, and that is our answer. She got back rupees 246. In this way, I have shown all word problem from exercise 3. How to solve. You do more practice of it by solving different word problems of subtraction. Okay?